Hello racing fans, and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Today we are going to continue with our Star Runner series. As you can see, Espio is today's Star Runner, but first we need to do a couple of things. The first thing we need to do is we need to power up Espio. We're going to get him for 18,700 rings. We're going to bump him up to level 10. What this is going to do is this is going to start me with 20 rings to start the race. Always important, because when you get to the 100 ring threshold, you are going to be running at max speed. So the quicker you can get up to your max speed, the better off you're going to be. Very nice. That brings the 3 original rare figures for me all the way up to level 9. If we go over Espio's items, we have Whirlwind. Puts the wind up your opponent and steals rings as it spins. Again, rings are very important. We have the Illusion Boost, which reverse opponent's controls as you boost past them. What you're going to do is, it's kind of misworded there. It's not when you pass them that their controls are going to be reversed. You have to actually pass like through them or over them per se. Not just going by them. But that is going to be your speed boost. And then you have the Illusion Mine, which is going to confuse your opponent by flipping their controls. So Espio is all about the art of deception, making things just a little more difficult on your opponent. This is more of a tactile, a skill type runner, as opposed to some of the other ones which are brute force runners, where you knock them down and drag them out and beat them up and all that other good stuff. This is going to be more of your crafty style runner. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our newly leveled up figure into the first race of the day. Remember, these are the star races for the day. So any rewards I receive, reward figures, cards that I receive, are going to be doubled. And right off the bat, we're going to go up against 2 Blaze. If you didn't see yesterday's video on my thoughts on Blaze, I will put a link to that right here. And after this video, you can check out to see what you think of Blaze. And we're in a dogfight here with Silver already. We are going to get the early advantage. Woo! Had to do a little double jump there. Kind of like a double take, but it was a double jump. We're going to switch over and just get hammered by a lot of different things happening there. Oh, I guess we didn't make it over that whirlwind. I thought we had it. I saw the whirlwind in time, and we're actually going to trigger our boost here. Not sure what is going on with my fingers today, but they're obviously not working very well. We are struggling mightily to go in the direction that we want. Let's trigger this Illusion Boost. We need to get back up in the race here. We do have to jump, and not going to make that jump either. Luckily for me, it looks like most of my opponents didn't make that jump either. And somehow we're in 4th place. We did manage to sneak up into 3rd. Oh! So a late run is going to prevent us from getting 4th place, but we definitely should have fared better on that race, and we can do better. We're going to get 7 tails, which is going to double up to 14 tails, which is good, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for 1st and 2nd place finishes. We want those emerald or platinum boosters. Those are where you're going to get the majority of your level ups expediently. How about that? The other boosters, you will eventually level things up. It's just a little more of a slow go, not the opportunity for, you know, the 399 or the 700 cards for a different figure, which when you get up to the higher levels, you are absolutely going to need in order to, all right, so in order to level up your figures. And my screen is not working. I don't know if it's not registering my finger or what, but that is part of I'm not blaming all my problems on that, for sure, but that is part of the problem. And we get iced. Luckily, we ran into the wall there. Otherwise, we would have gone down in the ditch, and that would have been really difficult to come back from. Now, I'm saving my illusion mines because they're not going to really help me catch up. And being in 4th place, I want a better opportunity to get my speed boost, which we were able to pull, and that got us all the way up into 2nd place. We do have that tricky little double trap, double mine pit. Since we are running into trouble here, we're going to go ahead and take our shield, and Espio seems to be lacking in the speed department for me. I need a runner with a little more gusto, or somebody, or maybe I should just quit hitting everything on the course. I mean, that's always a good way to play as well. Hitting things on the course is not a recipe for success. Let's see. I mean, we're all the way down at 31 coins. We're going to need some kind of a boost here to hold off. Oh, did we pull off a 2nd place finish here? We did pull off a 2nd place finish, which is good. But if you will notice, we were higher ranked than everybody else. So being in 2nd is kind of like losing. We are going to get a 3-hour victory chest. Let's see what we get for our 2nd place. We're going to get 20 more Sonics on our way up to 2250. So as you can see, once you start reaching double digits with your figures, it starts taking an enormous amount of time and cards and just resources across the board in order to continue to power them up. But that's good, because what it's going to do is you're going to learn the different tracks as you go, as you build up your figures. And that's why you will see, even at the higher levels, a lot of people still running commons, is because they just know them better, B, they're easier to level up, and you do get those ever important starting rings. That was a bad play by me. But it just takes so long to get moving on, especially the more rare the figure, it takes even longer to get them really high leveled up. So we are going to, I feel like we've done this course before, and we're picking up no goodies. Oh, it looks like somebody fell into the drink there. Somebody is down, which allowed us to take over 1st place. I wanted that speed boost and I missed it. Ooh. Man, there are traps everywhere. And if you have seen my videos before, you know that I don't like to run in a crowd. I like to either be out in front, which I think everybody wants to be out in front, right? Or, man, or I want to, not getting anything useful. That's the one thing that I don't necessarily like about Espio, is you kind of have to be a front runner with Espio, because Espio doesn't provide a lot of opportunity to come back from behind. We did manage to pull out a nice little 2nd place. We were going to get 20 knuckles there, and we have 2 more races with Espio. But from what I was, my intro, and now as I'm using Espio, full disclosure, I don't typically use Espio, and it's for this reason right here. With Espio, I just feel like it's lacking. I feel like if it's going to be this crafty type runner and a skill-based runner, it needs to be a little bit faster. I feel like it's not very strong, and if you fall behind, it doesn't have the speed in order to really make a run at catching up to people. And wow, that was crazy. And I think that that's kind of evident. I mean, obviously my hitting everything on the board doesn't really bode well for catching up either, but, or maybe the boost could be a stronger boost. I don't know, but for me personally, I don't like Espio's items paired with its abilities. How about that? And I don't like running into everything on the board either, but I do it anyways. We're gonna that lightning can really cause problems for you. Wow, we are having some really bad frame rate issues right now. can really cause problems if you get hit with it prior to, can't speak right now. If you get hit with it prior to going over that bridge, it can cause a lot of problems. Major frame rate issues here. And if you'll notice, my Wi-Fi thing is blinking at me, but I don't know why I would have the Wi-Fi issues. We are going to get the shield. This should bode well unless we get past it the last second. Easy victory. Not even easy. A victory. We definitely had to work for that. I apologize for those frame rate issues. I don't know if it shows up. And here comes Shadow. I don't know if it shows up on the video or not, but definitely was having, my Wi-Fi was definitely struggling. So 28 tails. Definitely would love to pick up, I'd love to get 28 more blades. How about that? Last run of the day. Let's go out on top. We started off a little rough on the edges, but we've managed to come back with first place and a couple of second place finishes. Great recovery. We are up over 1700 if I remember correctly. 1714. So we're climbing back up. We're going to have our work cut out for us. And look, we have another Espio that we're going to be running up against. Zavok, we're going to have a hard time dealing with because of its speed boost and because of its sheer strength. We are going to need to stay in front of that runner as much as possible. And we're off to a good start here. We've got our whirlwind. We're going to take this inside lane. We're going to pop out so we can hit that and then jump on the rails. The rails are faster, but going to the inside lane is also faster. So keep that in mind. I believe the rails are probably faster than the inside lane around a track, but that's definitely something you want to keep in mind when you are deciding which way do you want to go around a course. I got very fortunate there. I think Tails took the brunt of that mine, and there he goes. That is what we were afraid of with Zavok, is that power boost is so good. And here comes our brethren Espio. May have jumped too early, just barely came across there unscathed. Oh no, we're gonna hit that. Let's see if we can't keep going. We've fallen back to third, brought it back up to second. We're gonna have to jump over land, and it looks like we should be able to pull off a second place. Not a bad day's effort for Espio. Everybody fell in line right where they should have been. And that is going to be our last Star Runner for the day. We're going to get +4 trophies. And we're going to open up 20 more classic Sonics on our way up to 2250. That is going to take a while to do. So there you have it. There is Espio. Let me know in the comments below, who is your preferred runner? And one thing that I do find, if you go to the Discord, they have tons of conversations, is one thing that the creators of this game have done well is they force you to use other runners by doing the Star Runner of the Day. A lot of times in games, you will notice that everybody runs the same figures. No matter what game you're playing, they take whatever's the best, and that's all anybody wants to use and play with. And that can allow for games to get stagnant and stale. But they've done a really good job making people, they don't make you, but everybody uses their Star Runner, I would imagine, because they want the double reward points. And the game has done a really good job. So what I want to know is, who's your favorite runner? And then what I also want to know, and what I was alluding to before, is I see a lot of people who fall in love with their favorite runner, and then when they have to run with their Star Runner, they lose trophies. So let me know, which category do you fall into? Do you gain trophies with your Star Runner, or do you lose trophies with your Star Runner? Anyway, that is gonna do it for me for today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and until next time.